Welcome to Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE 3.0 Key Features Demo. These are the earlier features of Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE 1.2 and 2.0. You can access their demos by visiting the appropriate URLs. In this demonstration, you will be introduced to the new features for the MCP platform in Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE 3.0. More languages supported. Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE 3.0 now supports to add and edit the following programming languages: Basic, Binder, CC, COBOL, CPP, ESPL, Fortran, Fortran 77, Java, LCOBOL, Modula 2, OHNE, Pascal, Pascal 83, RPG, Sens, and X-Fortran. Support for data file types. Support for data file types has been added to Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE 3.0. The data file types: DCP, NDL, NDL2, PL1, sort, and the variable length file types: C data, C sequence data, data, schedule file and wide, can be created and edited. New areas in the editor. Support for viewing the sequence number, mark ID and hidden columns in place in the editor has been added. This allows the files look alike the same layout as they appear on the MCP host. You can either opt to see these columns or hide them. Let's see how to enable these new areas in the Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE editor. Open Visual Studio Options page by clicking on Tools, Options. Expand Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE, MCP Editor. Check the checkboxes Show Mark ID, Show Sequence Number and Show Hidden Columns. Click on the OK button. The sequence number, mark ID and hidden columns are displayed in place in the editor. Set sequence number and set mark ID. With Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE 3.0, you can now select a single or a set of lines, and set the sequence number and mark ID for those lines. The sequence numbers start and increment are pre-filled based on the selected lines and available space in the editor. Let's see how can we do this. Select a few lines in the Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE editor. Right-click on the editor. Set sequence number and set mark ID options are displayed. Select Set sequence number. The start sequence number and increment are pre-filled based on the available space. Change these values and click on the OK button. The updated sequence number is now visible in the Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE editor. You can perform similar steps to perform set mark ID operation. Select a few lines in the Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE editor. Right-click on the editor. Select Set Mark ID. The Mark ID field is filled with default Mark ID value. Change the value and click on the OK button. The updated Mark ID is now visible in the Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE editor. Save MCP file locally. Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE 3.0 allows creating a copy of the MCP file you are currently working on at a specified location on your local PC. To do this, select an MCP file in the Solution Explorer. Click File menu, click Save File Name as, browse and locate the location and click on the Save button. A local copy of the file will be created at the specified location. Edit files containing non-display characters. You can now work with MCP files which have non-displayable characters. The non-displayable characters are displayed as a square in the editor. If a line containing the non-displayable characters is edited, Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE replaces those characters with a question mark and saves it to the host. Let's see how to work with these kind of files. Add and open a file containing non-displayable characters. A message is displayed. File name contains characters which cannot be displayed. These characters will be displayed in the editor as square box. Click on the OK button. Edit a line which does not contain any non-display character and save the file. The non-displayable characters will remain unchanged in the editor. Edit a line containing a non-displayable character and save the file. A message is displayed. Non-display characters in modified lines in the file name will be replaced with a question mark on the host on saving. Non-display characters in unmodified lines will remain unchanged on the host. Do you want to continue? Click OK to save the file on the host, overwriting the non-displayable characters with a question mark. Click Cancel to cancel the save and continue editing the file. Check Wyeful syntax. Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE 3.0 allows you to perform a syntax check on the Wyeful file without executing it on the host. If there are any errors, they are displayed in the Visual Studio error list window. To perform a Wyeful syntax check, open a Wyeful file. Select the Wyeful file in the Solution Explorer. Expand Build menu. Select Check Syntax on MCP. The syntax check should get initiated on the server and the output window should be populated with the results. If there are any errors, they will be displayed in the Visual Studio error list. IntelliSense features. The IntelliSense features, go to Definition and find all references have been added to Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE 3.0. This feature allows you to find the definition and references for variables and procedures in the ALGOL family and variables in the COBOL family. Let's see how this feature works. Open an ALGOL file in the editor. Right-click on a variable and click Go to Definition. The cursor navigates to the position where the variable is declared in the editor. Right-click on a variable and click Find All References. All of the usages of the variable are listed in the Find All References window. Double-click on any of the lines in the Find All References window to navigate to its respective position in the editor. Import and export patches on the host. Patch files present on MCP host can be created and edited from ClearPath Visual IDE 3.0. With this, you will be able to export your changes to the host and share them with other developers or park those changes. You will also be able to import patch files from the host. This uses the same MCP patch file format and is compatible with other MCP editors. Let's see how to work with patch files present on the MCP host. Open a file which has patch mode enabled. To import a patch file from the host, select the file in Solution Explorer and right-click on it. Expand Import Patch menu, choose from MCP, and navigate through the File Explorer to the location where the patch file is present and select the patch file. Click Open button. The file is now imported and applied in Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE. To export a patch file to the host, select the file in Solution Explorer and right-click on it. Expand Export Patch menu, choose to MCP, and navigate through the File Explorer to locate where you want to export the patch file and provide a patch file name. Click Save button. The patch content will be uploaded at the specified file path on the MCP host. Share a project with users on different hosts. With Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE 3.0, you can create MCP projects which allow sharing across different user codes and hosts. Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE 3.0 allows you to configure and use hosts with aliases. You can provide an alias while adding a new host in the connection name and providing the host information in the host address. These aliases can be used to share the project across hosts. Secure connection. You can now connect to MCP hosts securely from Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE 3.0. To use secure connection, you will need the NXEdit IC, NXEdit 59.1a.1, or later to be installed on your host system. To set up a secure connection on your host, see Section 5.3, Configuring Secure Connections in the Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE Installation and Configuration Guide. The MCP Server Explorer distinctly displays the servers which are configured to connect securely. Let's understand how to add a MCP host which connects securely. Click View menu, MCP Server Explorer to open MCP Server Explorer. Click Add Server button. Provide a connection name and host address. Click the Secure checkbox to enable secure connection. The secure port number field is pre-filled with the default port number used for secure connections. Click Add button. The MCP server is added as a secure connection in MCP Server Explorer. It can be differentiated with a padlock on the server icon. Work offline. Unisys ClearPath Visual IDE 3.0 allows you to continue working even after an active connection with MCP host is not available. Operations like editing and saving files, opening existing projects, performing source control operations, can be performed offline. All other operations which require an active connection cannot be performed in offline mode. When an active connection to a MCP host is not available, trying to perform an operation which supports offline mode displays Work Offline option. Let's understand more about this feature. Let's say while editing this file, the network disconnects. The next time when you try to edit the file, ClearPath Visual IDE will try to connect to the host. Click on the Work Offline button to work offline. ClearPath Visual IDE is now working offline. Any changes to the file will be synchronized to the host once an active connection is available. Unisys offers a comprehensive set of features in ClearPath Visual IDE to enrich the value of your IDE requirements. Please contact your Unisys representative or visit unisys.com.